drivers in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Mommy, simple squatty crown to me here. I don't think I'm saying badging.
Boss, me feature ko yare yao, and so cranty meet me badging into aso, and so tima shime juma.
Se wuton we area, and a wunya anudru.
Wati agbebetonic nka.
A drota tashia, esa efeche komu yao.
Obia nenum ato, any ko
komo agbebe fever, esa malaria, any fever, any hunam yao eba. Ne mum se ubenuma, as I say we yet test, who say who malaria and sana wano.
Herbal mist capsule. Aye dropa ebi na menum sa wonuma ema woyemgu ema free bar esa koko ene sisi yare
mi die agbebe herbal tea na menum eyi obrefrem so
omo a wontumenda sa wonuma ubetumi ade yi
edre nyina enye ma apemfo oba a oma akodanufo ene akoda a ondi mfedumi FDA ajedwede nkrato yi ati.
Hi family, have you noticed now Vena comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yes, sir, boss.
The same.
Nyamina Domo.
Na Womasa.
Well, y'all ready. Showbiz today. Say Shay yo, say Bantemo, y'all ready. And one episode be here. Your friend me Sammy Flex. Na me jidi say the my ready no. Also, why ready? Say Facebook. Why ready? Say YouTube. Why ready? Nina Sammy Flex everywhere you go to. Meanwhile, we are also live on Agbeve TV. And also, share now, check it now, making sure say everywhere, no. Oh, why it's settled, and we are also here. Now, Showbiz today is our show, and Yamin Kwame show. It is our show. It is my show. It is your show. Enti me come my dream we are now. Me share my dream we are. I said me come my dream. I said I can't say home because oftentimes I'm more me come my dream. I know mon time and cancer papa biasa. And say huna no more can. It may share my dream, yeah. I think that will be right. That will be politically right. Me share my dream, yeah. Now so I feel if now so do I join travel and I feel ye na yakoye nim. Can I say on this show, it is proudly put together by our team of producers. Theophilus Digosh, who is doing our camera for us. Desert is the producer, and show is being directed by man like Sammy Tuga. We are also enjoying support from Shaxi. It is time to ride. If you don't have the Shaxi app on your phone, then definitely you know you are missing out a lot. So today, I'm just telling you to download the app today. Make sure you start using it, be it a driver or a rider. Download Shaxi app today and start using it. Shaxi, it is time to ride. And let me also say thanks to Vena Mineral Water, always refreshing us with goodness. So if you are in Ghana, they see our weather and I hot alongside in Swogitin Kitibi. But if you are in Ghana, na opese unyen so the very fresh home there. My brother, my sister, look no further. It is Vena Mineral Water. Trusted and reliable. Now, let's get into the issues. I hope say a friend is and there's that incoming heat. When see a mom against the zombie. That is Chelsea. It is our pet Chelsea or some pet Chelsea or the Wasema. And I make us say so you against the bill. Where you the free Stamford Bridge at the Bremen. So it's our Capway. Chelsea for Capway, the free Stamford Bridge at the Bremen. One who be that? Who be that? Until they open the friend me one chain one. Now my pay back one now so what me I fine. Where you Chelsea fans don't say now you're rolling, we roll hard and we roll tough. Story number 1 for the day on Showbiz today. Mame fan free top. Na minam social media. And I'm who say one popular man of God. Me for baby near the video tata me like everywhere I pass. Yet the video tata me everywhere. His name is Apostle Abraham Lamptey. In fact, many in Papa we crown. I have watched many of his preaching or teaching online. Oyobia, he's a serious person. All his teachings that I have watched so far, Ebianua, he came across like someone who did not know what he was talking about. In fact, anytime I've watched his teaching, I have loved it. And one very thing I love about this man of God is that he is very practical. Anytime I'm listening to the man is very practical. He is that person who understands that, yes, I have to be spiritual, all right. I have to believe in the things of the spirit. But at the same time, I also have to believe that I am human. And because I am human, I have to allow my human instincts to also flow sometimes. I don't know before Papa will. Now sorry that. Even if I've met him before, maybe like physically, it will be from a distance. And now say be a machine baby that I have bad memory sometimes on some things. And I'll be brave why that is Sammy Flex. So I have at least I can talk about his presence online. I think his social media team as a church, they are solid. Because now I know many churches are investing heavily when it comes to people who are putting stuff from the church out. Big shouts to men like Long John and Sammy Tuga. Media nyamiejuma. Sanko for some more girls wrong, but anyway, for another day. This man of God, I have been seeing many of his stuff online. He puts out plenty videos online, preaching, talking about real life experience. In fact, he is a serious guy in the sense that, like I've said earlier, he has made life so comfortable in his church that he knows, Charlie, these are people who sit in trotro, and in the trotro, they listen to radio. On the radio, people are playing songs that are in the world. They are not playing songs from heaven. They are not playing songs from any spiritual place. They are playing songs from the world. So definitely, Omati Kofi Kinata Nyumda, Omati Sakodi Nyumda, Omati Shatta Wale Nyumda, Omati Samini Nyumda. It goes on like that. So this gentleman, or this man of God, he has made life so simple such that he makes sure that in his preaching, he practicalizes it. Practical. Practical. I don't know if he was the man who said poverty or murder. I don't know. Either him or some other guy, like some Ghana man like that, another Ghana pastor like that. Maybe him or maybe that man. I'm not too sure about that. But as a matter of fact, I love this gentleman. Yes. In the many videos that people are tagging me, he was seen celebrating his 60th birthday. And let me also commend him for his fashion sense. Thank you. Let me also commend him for his fashion sense. It is obvious the man is a fashionista. In fact, from the videos that my editors are showing me, from the photos that my editors or pictures that my editors are showing me right now, it is obvious that the man has taste for fashion. I don't know how he does it, but in Americano, otiasifo, Papa Yoko na sorry, Edru Sunday no one kwasora rebel because when him say 70 mimpo ankutie himpo met something about life. Something practical about life. And that is what I want everybody to know. This is Abraham Lamptey, right? Now, in these videos that have been tagged, both online, some people sending it to me on my WhatsApp and all, he was seen celebrating his birthday. And I hear an information my producer sent me. Let me see if I can also read that as well, so you know exactly what a man of God was doing. Well, I hear okay, so I hear the program was actually a consecration service. A consecration service. And again, he was also celebrating his 60th birthday. So he was consecrated as an apostle on his birthday. And again, on the day, there were some dignitaries who were there. The Gamanche was there. Samira Baumia was there. Apostle Sam Crunchy Ankra was there. Dr. Lawrence Tete was there. Prophet Nana Poku Sarkodie of Porter City Church was also there. A good number of people who are dignitaries and people who are highly respected in society, they were all there. So as you can see on your screens, some of these men of God were there. Some of these great people in society. So it tells you that this man here is no mean of a man. It tells you that he is highly respected in society beyond religion. It tells you that this man here has been placed well in society. Oh, I saw Johnny Hughes pass right now. I think he was the MC, right? I want to believe Johnny Hughes, that is area. Okay, so I'm sure the man of God is feeding. Oh, that is Atto. Citizen Atto. Was that Citizen Atto as well? I saw someone like that in white came across as Citizen Atto as well. So these are people who are respected, highly ranked in society, and they were all there to witness the man's 60th. Oh my God, look at the swag. Also for the person, our swag, see, look at him. Wow. Oh, that was Citizen Atto, that's him. Hey, Papa, you was swag. Oh my goodness. So as you can see, despite everything that happened there, one very thing that has made the occasion very popular was when he was captured dancing to Medical and Shatta Wale's shoulder. Hi. Most of the strap okay, Mati. Medical Shatta Wale and B-strap on an university record. I mean, Shatta tears out. Matia gymnasium, me lose our vest. No, I don't know how. So, Medical Shatta Wale and B-strap shoulder. The man danced to that particular song, following that routine, and the video has gone viral. That hey, also for now, also shoulder, baby two Benjamin number, me petrumutanka. I heard him say, okay, how will Osofo's face be like? A bride drew trumutanka on, and I'm so okay. Also for the nimbe saying, trumutanka. But me dream when I'm saying that, I also for any munyashi because na yere nya hwia sa anya kakra obu fine enti ebetimi I represent sa de no. And this video has been trending. Look at him. See, chuni machu sa chuoche. See, hey, aradi Yesu. Osofo was swag. Now Osofo has been dancing to this song and he did not stop there. He went on to even do some of the routine in the verses. Baby Benjamin number. Hey, mi petrumutanka, and all those ones. Shay, look at him. Hey. Now, this video has made the whole occasion popular. Those people who did not know about what was happening, like me, I never knew anything about this event. The only thing I knew was that there is a video online trending of the man of God dancing to Chunimachu by Medical Shatta Wale and B-strap. Initially, I actually thought it was maybe one of his church members' wedding. That was what I thought because some of these men of God who have swag, when they have some church members who are highly placed and they have special occasions, they go there to grace them. Now look at him. Osofo is even twerking. Oh my God. Osofo is even twerking. And I'm here asking myself, this is a man of God. He leads thousands of people as a flock leader. He has been preaching the word of God to them. He is not doing this just yesterday as a preacher or as a man of God. He has been preaching the word of God for so many years. If he is not a good leader, I'm sure by now his church wouldn't be alive. Just as we have seen many people who started this church business and they are no more. Bebreu. Many people, they started this church business. Now they are nowhere to be found. They are missing in action. This man, he is very relevant in our scheme of things in Ghana when it comes to this church business. I must say. And on this day, when it mattered most, when it happened to be his perfect day, of course, I want to believe they played songs from Mohima Mercy. They played songs from Empress Gifty, Nasi. Who can you mention? They played songs from all these people. But one that gave him the energy, one that gave him the vim to dance, and that video has gone viral, is the one he performed the dance routine of Chuni Machu. Shoulder, medical Shatta Wale B strap. And I'm telling you, who are you to judge? Who are you to judge and say, oh, we mudie, omo ye say mo, we mudie, ye nka omo nka ho, we mudie, ye ka ye nka omo nkobi, we mudie, who are you to judge? Yeah, that is another man of God that I love so much. Theo, what's his name? The man, Lawrence Tete. Yes, that is Dr. Lawrence Tete. Yes. With him, I think I met him in a plane whilst we were going to London. Myself and Shatta, we met him in a plane at the Kotoka International Airport, British Airways, where he and Shatta had some beautiful conversation online. Later, the videos even came online, and he was talking about. In that same plane, Mahama was also there. I remember. Yes, he introduced Shatta to Mahama on that day, and it was beautiful. I must say, it was beautiful. The video trended with many reading different interpretations into it, but it is fine. We are in Ghana. If you're in Ghana, some of these things you should be able to understand how people would behave. Yes, so on his consecration, when it mattered most, when he did everything that the Spirit needs, he also remembered that the spiritual session, my follow Bibia. In fact, for you to get to this level where these men of God will come and consecrate you and make you stand out like this, it means you have also left an exemplary life. Or you have also lived an exemplary life. That is what he's lived. So on the day, when he had done all these prayers and it got to the human part, it got to the human side, and he did not hide it. He made everybody know that, oh, I'm human. If not for anything, I've heard on radio, Chuni Machu. If not for anything, I've seen on TV, Chuni Machu. If not for anything, on social media, on TikTok, I've seen people dancing it all over. When they danced, they did not book their way to hell. When they danced, they did not take their names out of the heaven register. So why not? I'm also human. On this day, if there is something to make me happy, why can't I be happy with a song? Why can't I be happy with a song? The gentleman was dancing, and the video has gone viral. It has really made the occasion very, very important. Out of that song, the occasion has become very, very important. Now I'm asking you, if today you are here and you think, hey, oh dear, holier than thou. Hey, oh dear, hey, that be Merimpo and Faneho. Yesu cry by and Obekano. Oh, Onyashi. This is a man of God. He stands before congregation to preach. Until oh, you're wine now, person will say, oh, you're departing of you. Relax. Tobo, very important. Tobo, that's the key word. Tobo. Now, take your time in judging people. Take your time in making you the only person who has ticket to heaven. Tobo. Shosofo, do me be na. Do you know what it meant? He was trekking. Oh, sana okotona trekking. And no annoy. It's otiana offense ya unkwana. Ode. Your boy heaven register bekobia. Think about it. Well, so once again, thank you so much, Apostle Abraham Lamte, for letting the world know that yes, though we live in a world where people look down on others for doing some things, you are a man of God. You don't look down on anybody. Rather, you would appreciate people for who they are. You appreciate people for being human and doing what humans do. You appreciate people for allowing the human part of them to also function. Let me end it here. maybe we can bring on the next business and we are good. Thank you. Chelsea people, how are you doing? This is Chelsea. And Chelsea is giving me the energy with some ginger and honey. Now, Director, let's move on to the next business of the day. The next business of the day is something that I also find very interesting. Remember, I'll be reading your commentaries as well, so keep them coming. I'll be reading your commentaries. I'll make sure I read every single commentary that will come either on Facebook or on YouTube. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. We do this with you. You can also share the link with others and we are good to go. Now, story number 2. This is Showbiz Today, just so you know. In the evening, between 7 until 10 p.m. or till 9 p.m., we will be here to give you Showbiz Daily. But this is Showbiz Today. Kwabena Poku Ashis currently is the manager of Kwabena, and he has spoken. Kwabena Poku Ashis has been a contributor, in fact, one great contributor of Ghana's showbiz industry. He has not only managed Kwabena, or he has not only worked with Kwabena, he has worked with a good number of musicians from Kumi Guitar, from Obrafo, from Oforian Ponsan. In fact, a good number of them. At a point, he even worked with Yao Sapon of Asomafu fame. So he has been around. In the media space, he has been a pundit on many of the respected platforms on radio and on TV. In fact, he is still doing it. It's not as if he's even stopped. Nana Poku Ashis is all over doing it. Traveled around the world in the name of showbiz, in the name of entertainment, with musicians and more. There is something beautiful I like about him. He has a golden touch. Yes, Nana Poku Ashis has a golden touch. Anytime he has picked up an artist, we see some transformation. At least I am a living witness of what he did with Kumi Guitar's brand. And it came at a point that Kumi Guitar was down during the xylophone days. Though he was with xylophone, had nothing going on for him like that until he introduced Ashis, Nana Poku Ashis, as his manager. And in the process, Ashis brought his magic wand, touched Kumi Guitar. Kumi Guitar started giving us hit upon hits. He gave us so many hits. And I want to believe that with him, he is someone who is positive when it comes to this game. He has the heart to support many people as well. At shows, on social media, I see him supporting many people as well. And this is Kwabena Poku Ashis. Next time, director, show his photo so people know who exactly I'm talking about. That's Nana Poku Ashis, exactly. Nana Poku Ashis. Now, in this video that I chanced on online today, he was talking about TGMAs. He was talking about awards. Definitely out of George Quay's submission on whether TGMA or Charterhouse would consider creating an honorary category to support musicians like Shatta, Wale and their likes. I know this has been topical in our industry. Even yesterday here on Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily, we discussed it. So I know this has been very, very topical. I want to believe that this morning on Hits FM, when they were discussing it, he made another suggestion, or he suggested something about the scheme that I think needs to be looked at, and maybe other counter suggestions or other points in their suggestions should be discussed as well. And I'm talking about Nana Poku Ashis. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go check this video. And when I come, we'll start talking about it. In fact, I'll share my opinion on what Nana Poku Ashis is saying. Because according to him, he is saying that because there has been, in recent times, many people not being present at TGMA to receive their trophies when the awards is happening. And personally, those who have watched me after award schemes or after the TGMAs, I want to believe they might have heard me talking about this as well. So on the screen is Nana Poku Ashis. Yes, thank you. So those who have been seeing him around, this is Nana Poku Ashis, who I was talking about. Of course, I doff out my hat to him every day for being a contributor of this industry. He is open to everybody in this space. He does it so beautifully, I must say. He's a positive mind guy, and I love him for that per se. In his submission on the show, Hits FM, Daybreak Hits, ably hosted by Kwame Dazi and Doreen Avio, he put out a suggestion that makes me wonder what the end game will be. According to him, Shatta House should start introducing a certain idea that if you have been nominated and the awards is about happening, they should confirm from you whether you'll be at the venue on the day of the awards or not. And that if you are not coming on the day of the awards, they should not give you the award if you are mentioned as a winner, or if they know that in their books you are going to win. According to Nana Poku Ashis, if you are not there, they should look for the next person with the highest vote to be considered as the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think about this, but I find it awkward. I don't like it. I know what he's talking about, and I agree with him. Nana Poku Ashis does not want the situation where we go for the scheme and many people are absent. Yes, I believe. I am also of the same view. I have no time. We only have awards. Ne enipa beye 5 ebomudin as winners of the scheme. Back to back. Nobody is there. Yes, it's true at time. But is that a solution? Is the solution not to give the winners to them because they are not there, because they are not present? Is that the solution? That is where I think we can share more ideas. In every situation, there are more ideas to be shared. In every situation, you can talk about many things. You can only use one, unfortunately. In every situation, anytime you have any situation on your hand, ideas need those, but back up and a bit me issue. And I know. To you issue, you are commit me and say you. So in the case of Nana Poku Ashis, what he suggested should be done to make sure artists come for the award scheme when it is time for them to be rewarded. This particular one, it sounds hard in my ears. I want you to listen to it as well. When I come back, we'll be talking, because I think that people not coming for the awards and being mentioned as winners and not being present to receive them, the solution is not giving it to the next person. That be be right. Ladies and gentlemen, your kind of Sammy Flex, so much in a more respectful and a professional way. No insults, no attacks. Let's go watch this. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And that's another thing Shatta House should take note of. You know, if we call you, you have won, and you are not there, there should be some sort of sanction. If you're not there, the next person will, I mean, it was a vote, right? Or it was, Kwame, how do you guys do it? So Academy Board, blah, blah, blah. There was the first, definitely there was a second.
Yeah.
So when you guys, they go there, carry the first and second go, or even the third. Okay, so the award goes to Kwame Dazi. Where's Kwame Dazi? I give it to Adam. Adam is in the house, give it to him.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion. Because if you don't respect the award enough not to show up,
but others have tangible reasons they're not available.
Chairman, come collect the award, or the second person make we give up, make we go. That's how we build.
The person is sick.
You are sick, right? You don't know. So the next person we did they make we give up. Yeah, because that's how we'll make the award look honorary. But everybody go sign a manager, send some errand boy, send something. What award are we celebrating? People paid money to come and watch the thing. You know, it's a night of celebration. People travel from different places to come, and then you are not there to receive a plaque yourself. So before you enter into the race, I think there should be standards which Shatta House should ask. Will you be there? You have been nominated. Will you be there? If not, okay, thank you, but we need to take you out. It should be simple like that. So people can also enjoy it, because this thing has gone on for far too long, and it's disrespect to the scheme. So if you know you are not coming, okay, thank you very much. Next person, in there. If we call second person, you know, the Mr. Agla, come and take, make we go.
This. If I were in the studio when he was doing the submission, my simple input will be objection, my lord. We may not be in the law court, but I'll still raise my hand and say, my lord, objection. And I'll say that respectfully, and I'll say that humbly, as well as saying it professionally. I would not agree to this suggestion coming from Nana Poku Ashis. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll not do that. Now, why do you think I'll not do that? There are occasions that we've witnessed some award schemes here in Ghana as well as internationally, where winners who were not there recorded videos as their acceptance statements or speeches, which were played in their stead or which was played in their absence. There are many occasions that we've seen this before. Not only in Ghana, internationally, we have seen that several times, that someone would win. If the person is not there, we will check on the screen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sammy Flex. I know today is the TGMA, but unfortunately, I have some other equally important assignment elsewhere in Tokyo to do. Because of that, I could not make it. But I've heard I am the winner, and I'm so thankful to my fans, to my supporters, to the scheme, to the Benning Bones, kum, and we are good. Why should such a person, because for reasons that are also very important, he is not around, because of that he should lose the award that he's worked for, something that he deserves? See, it is that thing that has created so many issues for most of our award schemes. We know more the anti-man farmer. So you're free who are some be drew. We only anti-man farmer, Dabi. You're free we more the anti-man farmer to way only anti-man farmer. And to wait an apple Ashis. Adabraka, me power chopa. I know your problem, and I'm with you on this problem. I know your worries, and I'm with you. You are worried that when the award scheme is happening, many of these guys are always absent. It is also my worry. I've talked about that before. I've mentioned it on this platform before. But is the solution to not give it to those who are not there? That is not the solution. Do you know the solution? Let's talk to the organizers Shatta House. Do you know why many people don't go? Many people don't go because of the assumptions of what they think will be happening at the event, and that's the fact. I know one artist, a female artist, in a certain year under review, she got about 5 nominations. I was part of her management team of Away, because I was related, not officially, but I was related to them. Sometimes they consult me for some of the things they do. On the day of the awards, I, with his road manager, went to represent them at the venue. In fact, the seat that he was given, we occupied that seat. That day, it was not as if he had traveled or she had traveled. No. She was right there in Accra. In fact, she was in the house watching us. Anytime camera picks us up on the screen, she will send a message. Hey, you guys are chilling. Oh. There was a time that they were playing music and they were dancing. When she saw us, she sent a message. I'm more chill. You understand? Do you know why she did not come? She did not come because she told herself, these people, 5 nominations na manyana minim. Yebeko one share man ko winishi. Because when I go to the categories, I see some people that I will consider as their favorite in there. when I look through the nominees, I see some people that I consider their favorite. Some of them, they are in there. So knowing these people, that person, that guy is in, I know they won't give me. I wouldn't go there and sit there, wait for hours, go walk on the red carpet, let people ask me questions. We finish, I come back, people ask me questions. Oh, so why didn't you win? How do you feel not winning, Darby? They say it embarrassing. They say it frustrating. They say it disgracing. That is why she did not go for the award game. And was she telling lies? It is true. On that day, she had 5 nominations. We were there thinking that, okay, so when we you bondi back upon only what the young back with Jinan and Nemo, Nea was near Cambrofo. Yet Tnasi. Best female vocalist of the year. Penning ring. The winner is Bra. Best Afro pop Afrobeat song of the year. Penning. Best most popular song of the year. Yeah, 5 Nina Efani Kohon. Imagine such a person. Anka Oba Oko Awards. In fact, Oba Oye heavy on fake. Beautiful lady. Oba Oko Awards. And Kantari Oba Kwashe. Hip obe hip. Eka obe bo. Oma odion be didi na chi munko so me flower gown monka zen. Flowing gown mami munko so mami. Sa eka no be bo ni nyina no. Abusuan kadi na ba be kwa. So such a person did not go or wouldn't go because of the fear of being disgraced. Because of the fear of not winning anything. Because onim himself, onim. And she was not ready. Sometimes, some politics of this business, many people are not ready for it. Maybe more when you're ready. Like, when you're ready, somebody part of that politics now. And that is what happened. That is exactly what happened. She did not go. So if Ashis wants the best solution to this issue of artists not going for these award schemes, it is not giving their deserving awards or trophies to some people because they did not come. Medical. If there is one scar on his mind as a rapper or as a musician in Ghana, it is the fact that when it was one awards day, he had 7 nominations. Charlie, think about it too. Obitimiye Jumanonya 7 nominations. Do you know what it means? It means in the year under review, the person worked hard. For you to get 7 nominations, it means in the year under review, Oye Juma. In Tisha, Obi Wetimenya 7 nominations. And I can you get 7 nominations. And I can you not papa. How can you get 7 nominations if your song was not good? Before you get even 3 nominations, it means your song should be good. Medical got 7 nominations. Okotna awards nasin your point no. Obafie with Shay 0. Nothing. Okay, next year Obeko. No wonder last year Medical was not at the scheme. Last year one call. I want to believe Zonia nominations want to be but one call. Because Obekwa 7-0 ni be somebody trim beam. Because amount for medical 7-0. On person Obeko beam. Amaya kobo 7-0 beam atreno. Enti onko. Enti say ene na what na bana osuro 7-0 beam no wan kɔ ne nyame ad no win as hey wa ma enti man fa what ne ma no. No. Not the best of solutions in this situation. Never. I think my brother Ashis should come again. Where in your best solution? Let's continue thinking. Let young person near me, me and fat being beam. Be at the right solution, baba. Let's continue thinking. Yen try ideas still. Yen through ideas left, right, and center. The right solution will come. The solution here is not the person not being present, and therefore his award should be given to someone else. No, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make it simple. If we want to make sure every artist who gets nomination goes to the awards, Let's talk to Charterhouse. They are the solution. Let's talk to them to do things right. The more they do things right, trust me, we will get every Tom, Dick, and Harry going to the awards. In fact, who crab pro say, Charlie, my main contem, Ninko red carpet. Now, you see a red carpet crying. Because of awards with nominees named Mano. Red carpet is a done TikTokers for. I don't know, we are friends. Monaguchi ko kan ko mo chinare no. Sem Monaguchi say na mo what TikTok na dem be ya omo ye hifo, omo ye hwan. Are they celebrities? Monaguchi ko kan ko mo chinare okromu a. Yes, it is what it is. Because the nominees omo ntia ekoya awards no, they were all missing in action. They did not go or they don't go. All because of what I'm telling you. The fear of being humiliated, the fear of being disgraced, the fear of winning Shay after 8 nominations, 5 nominations, 7 nominations. Wow, yembe shishi unkubi. And you know, Nana Poko Ashis, I beg to differ, my brother. Let's think about other ways to make this happen. For now, dear, giving the awards to someone else is not what is important. Mpacho, yenye ho na yenye the right one. Na yenye di besi. Yenye de nyame betimi ayamaye. And I want to believe say we and yenye na yeshushe na bibia enye fine. Now let me go on to Facebook to read some of your messages. Maybe I'm going to call YouTube then. I'll do the very last story. Now in free ho. Now on Facebook, Chick's father says great job. Tahiru Musa says the mafia manager. Abdel Ganiu says SM for life, watching from Dakuman Circle Station. Karim Issa says what he said is not making sense with all respect. It says Shatta movement, please follow me. I lost my old Facebook account. Kobe Prince says God is here. Michael Power says Sarah Wangna says good job. Michael Power says it shall be well. Muba Shay says I think Shatta should find ways of making the scheme more appealing to the artists rather than imposing sanctions. Because aside artists being absent sometimes due to valid reasons, we can all agree that the scheme has lost its relevance as compared to the previous years. Because most believe the scheme is no more credible. Munti de Aquawe Ekano. What Muba Sher is saying. Listen to him and listen to him attentively. I think he's making some points. I want to read this again before I go to YouTube. He says, I think Shatta should find ways of making the scheme more appealing to the artists rather than imposing sanctions. Because aside artists being absent sometimes due to valid reasons, we can all agree that the scheme has lost its relevance as compared to the previous years. Because most believe the scheme is no more credible. Now, Janet Obeniwa says, watching you from Denmark. Thank you, Janet, and the rest of you guys for sharing your opinions with us on or in the comment section. Now, let me go on to YouTube as well and read some of your comments there as well. And thanks those who are sharing comments there. We really appreciate, we love you, we respect you as well. We do this with you, so keep them coming all the time. Now, on YouTube, Random Universe Long John. Long John and then wabet 25 Long John Elding. Farik Apia says good day. Vibes 24 says let's go. Vibes 24 says Chuni Machu Brasamini. Chuni Machu. Robert Lai says future president is Shatta Wale. Good. Rich Lip says how can a second running winner become the first person winner? Ashis needs to reconsider his submission because this one dear non-fankwa. Now Jade Goddess says God is here, the ruler, no man can change God's plan. You're holding your message for review. Only Pakoko then you're holding it for review. No? Well, Desmond Amma. Okay, I see Desmond Amma here. I do Samuel says God is here. Okay. Okay. So yes, on YouTube, these are some of your comments there. And one that I would want to read again or stress on is coming from Rich Lip, who will say, good evening to everyone and every two. It says, how can a second runner-up be given the winner because the winner was not there. I say, Ashis, come again. This is not strong enough. And I want to believe. This is not strong enough. I must say, this is not very solid enough. Let's think about the solution. In fact, let's look for a proper solution. What he suggested, good attempt. Can you come again? Nah, it is not a solution. Now, let's move on to the last story that we can run away from here. Let me say cheers to my Chelsea. Yeah. What is the position of Chelsea on the league so far? To friend saying, Tio now this position. 8. Okay. Say akabe breni awi. Ntanya hwe. Dio die chire betimi ade anim. Anya sa e betimi cry na Ashis die bi. Omo mbe bodro no ye be de omo machi. Omo ma wi ni betimi de omo machi na ye de Chelsea for abomanim. Then we are good. Now, let's look at the very last story in Afe. Yeah, sorry so. And this is a banter between two guys online. I found this interesting because my artist Shatta Wale Dinwum. So I found it very important to also add to this because you see, sometimes some artists would keep the best of relationship. And they might be say, Nasa Bako anye a deep thinker. Ube wene the confusion abeto muntem na beka ho na e hadwin. They may have all the best relationship but Jimmy say ya nkofo bi church nti. Ube wene the nseme braba na ababe style bi. Now, there's a gentleman called Osei Emmanuel. When you check, it's obvious I don't follow him, so maybe I don't know him much. But for Bright Ashcat, who responded to this, I follow him, so I understand him perfectly. Or I follow him, so I know him and I know some of his ways. Let's try to break this one down and let's make sense out of the senselessness. That is one of my beliefs, that in this world, you may meet people who may act senseless, but if you are smart, you can take your time and make sense out of their senselessness. Now, what did Osei Emmanuel write? He published online and he said, Shatta movement is not supporting Wendy Shay in album cry. Shatta movement is not supporting Wendy Shay in album cry. Like I was telling my boss the last time, these people are only loyal to Shatta Wale. So no matter the level of ass kissing and fanfooling you do for Wale, they still won't support you, and that's a fact. Media, the joint with Tiffany is what I have been jamming to. Till, according to Osei Emmanuel, whose background I'm yet to know. I don't know who he meant by his boss. Minimum Paul yet. So like I was telling my boss, Shatta movement is not supporting Wendy Shay in album cry. No matter the level of ass kissing and fanfooling you do for Wale, they still won't support you, and that is a fact. Media, the joint with Tiffany is what I've been jamming to. If it hadn't been Bright Ashcat's response to him, I wouldn't have seen this post from him. But because I follow Bright Ashcat, he responded to him, he shared an opinion, and that caught my attention. Because I know how some of these things start. They say, Yabona obi akachi feelings. Na fe abeyasem. Meanwhile, nyasem, but behuna abeyasem. Or say, then there is he and his people, whose artist is featured on Yao Talk's album, and they have been useless to the album. I don't know which artist he's talking about. I don't know. I can only do a guess game, but I don't know. I said then there is he and his people, whose artist is featured on Yao Talk's album, and they have been useless to the album. No conversation, no support, and no real value. But Shatta movement, whose artist isn't featured on Wendy Shay's album, is your headache. talk of missing the bigger details, and this one always pops up. Now, I keep this one on the screen because me share me my analysis no. Dear, I say Emmanuel Kanyina say, of course, when who says Shatta ne when they say what relationship, and indeed they have or they do. It is a mutual relationship. They support each other in different ways. Not long ago, we saw Wendy Shay put out online that, Shatta Wale, thank you for giving me a good number of percentage of my songs with you. What she meant was that she and Shatta Wale's songs, when it was time for her to do business, the percentage that Shatta was supposed to enjoy, Shatta said, Wendy, take all, fa. O dear Sammy 70 and 60 and 40 na opesa the mama no fa Jesus getting na go account. Wendy did not hide it. She came to appreciate Shatta Wale online. It wasn't Wendy alone. Naughty Boy Tattoo also came to say the same thing, that Shatta Wale, God bless you for waiving off your percentage for me. Into relationship there, will be pa. What this gentleman, the agenda he's trying to push is that Shatta Wale fans are not supporting Wendy Shay because Wendy Shay released the album and Shatta Wale fans are not talking about it. Because Wendy Shay released the album and Shatta Wale fans are not making noise about it. This is what he is missing. What he's missing is that Wendy Shay, as a part of Shatta Movement family, or Wendy Shay being an associate to Shatta Movement family, enjoys every necessary support from Shatta Wale's fans, including attending his concerts, including jamming to his songs, including always supporting what she does. But minim di no patre. And the gentleman, Bright Ashcat, also started throwing some shades. I wish he had not even thrown all those shades. Oka say, omunie, sankrofo no omunie, sankrofo no, ebinie. Omo artist ne ya talk cry aye feature or ya talk album so. Album ne krampo yanka ho asem. Obi anti album ne nka, album na koda. Ese obi ewawu. Album no aye mre. Atonsuom. Ba eno wonka no. Onka no when the Shay dia na wabeka. At the time pa when the Shay album ne krampo no, Shatta krampo ni so. Now, let me tell you something about Shatta Wale's fans. There is one beautiful thing about Shatta Wale fans. Everything Shatta Wale is associated with, they are part of it automatically. One who Nansen Jackie, release the song, is it called Hamatan? Hamatan, yes. Hamatan featuring Shatta Wale. Go online. Go online and check. Among the songs on the album, that song is really getting some traction. All because Shatta Wale fans are supporting that song because Shatta is on it. Yes, so in this case, I know Shatta Movement fans will still support Wendy Shay. Maybe the fact that Shatta is not on the album, that might consider the low talks or the low noise about it. But even with that, anywhere they come across it, they know Wendy Shay is part of their family. Therefore, they will support her. But this gentleman pushing the agenda, and Shatta Wale's fans are, of course, Shatta Wale's fans first should be loyal to him before any other thing. I keep saying, some of us here, we believe in doing general media practice. We believe in supporting and talking about any other thing. But at the moment, we have declared ourselves. We know where we are. Will that kill me? Will that kill you? None. It won't have any effect or any impact on you. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Bright Ashcat for killing this agenda to even start with. And it says, talk of missing the bigger details, and this one always pops up. Of course. I don't know who their artist is. As Bright Ashcat said, then there is he and his people whose artist is featured on Yah Talk's album and they have been useless to the album. Minim. I know they minim. But I'm asking yourself, now so be releasing the album. Well, the producer the be to at the end so. Minim the patch there. But my mention be who Yah Talk Miracle featuring Stone Boy. Ebia. Abia, I still don't want to confirm. And let me make it 50-50. So maybe it is this one he's talking about. That Stoneboy featured on Yah Talks album. In fact, Mikropo minimum. If not today, more can Mikropo say Stoneboy and Yah Talk. Of course, I know Yah Talk is also struggling with his comeback a little bit. An obvious fact. I know why be fine as a young person. Why be a come up, but the comeback is being daunting for him, and that's fine. In turn of Mokano say, "See, I crazy." Say, "We be say crumpa koso," but mo one ko kano me yen but obeka obi aboma. When the shade here, as much as I'm concerned, if this year some of the artists artist of the year contenders are when the shade is number 1, of course. When Shay and Shatta Wale's relationship at the moment, nobody will doubt it. In fact, they are the 2 artists who have some more hits in Ghana. When Shay is on the stage and he's performing songs from Shatta Wale, or now songs she's done with Shatta Wale, big songs in Kwan. Now Shatta does not even perform a Oja on the Safa album. That be Fire. Shatta does not even perform because that song he did with Wendy as well, but no time performing. Wow, more time, Janshu, Ompe me bonia, Ope me bonia, Janshu. That song, beautiful song. Shatta does not even perform it, but the song is doing well. So today, if I see someone pushing an agenda that Shatta fans are not supporting Wendy because they are loyal to Shatta Wale, and offensive when you're Papa Bika. About that. Nyansa Bankrompuni. Touching Shatta movement fans support everything Shatta Wale is part of. Koshe Momo 4 page. Koshe hyper Momo 4 enya. Koshe following a Momo 4 enya. Ning na eden. It is because of Shatta Wale. Koshe bibia Shatta Wale kan hubia. People who are part of it, they also get some support. And this doesn't make sense. Let me read messages whilst we think about closing now. Now, the Goddess blog says, this is the reason why my godfather, Afrik Boss, won't be among the award thing. No, God is here. Zomati Princess, God is here. Sarah Wagner says, I'm with you from Germany. Rick Songs, I believe in Shatta. Don't link up with any organization. Shatta should come up with his own way to award the potential hardworking artist. Forget VGMA and co. Shatta Wale. Eddie McCarthy Samuelson says SM for life. Well, let me see how I can also read latest on YouTube. Then we can run away from here. Sarah Bosiako says, I'm here again. Rich Lip says, Chelsea is the 8th and Man U is 6th. LMAO. A Champon Collins says he is talking about Stoneboy. Oh, so that was Stoneboy, huh? Okay. Rich Lip says, Brasami, the only person I know is Shatta and the SM. I don't know anyone else. Most of SM fans are men, and Wendy is one of the women who have been really disrespecting men in any interview they go on. Hey, baby, I don't know. A Champon Collins says, he is talking about Stoneboy because he's on the Yah Talks album. Rich Lip says, Brasami, we support anything our Shatta does, but we won't stand for women who disrespect men anywhere they go. Some men might be disrespectful, but some of us respect women a lot. Rich Brasami, I beg go watch all her interviews like she is there to attack men. Kwesi IFS says, Minia, I have things to say. And Gideon Body says, what's up? Brasami, let's hear. Looking fresh. Love the shirts. Okay, thank you so much. I think our time is up. Our time is up for today, for Showbiz Today. Obviously, it has been great. Kwesi FS says, especially to address Louis Armstrong. Oh my goodness. If it wasn't yesterday, I wouldn't know who was or who is Louis Armstrong. But thanks to yesterday, I got to know who Louis Armstrong is. Guys, thank you so much. Showbiz Today has been great as usual. We tackled some very important points. In case you missed the show, you can still watch from beginning, drop your opinion, you will come back to read them. And always know that here we speak nothing but the truth. Here we speak with facts loaded with respect. No disrespect to anybody. On this note, I want to say thank you to you for being a part of the show. Special regard to the producers of the show. Theophilus Digosh did our camera. Man like Sammy Tuga is the director of the show, and show was produced by Deserts. I'm the host with the most. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. And remember, this evening from 7 p.m., we should be getting ready for Showbiz Daily. It is a live show, very interactive. We don't want you to miss that as well. Until then, be safe. I'm out here. Be watchful of each other till we meet again. Salute. Bye.
Subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes.